Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My man Axe with the sax is in the fucking building.
Yo, what's
I should
going
have
on,
told you to
yo?
bring the sax.
Dude, I didn't even think about it. I was out in Harrisburg for a show on Friday. This is sick.
Oh, thank you. This is my song.
Yeah, I'm digging this.
I've been on my grind just to live it out. Say what's on your mind just to hear it loud. Everybody knows me, really that's the whole me. Going
This is probably my favorite song I've written. I have a lot of favorite songs that I've written, but this is probably, at least in the last 8 years, probably my favorite song. That song is almost 6 years old now.
Bro?
Yeah.
It's a whole vibe, bro.
Thank you. Yeah, man.
Did you perform that at the last show?
I did. No, not at the last one. I did it at the. No, I did My Heart. I didn't perform it at any of them yet.
Yeah, I didn't think so. Speaking of, are you coming to the May 8th show?
The Last Man Standing.
Yeah.
My wife and I, our children's birthday is May 11th and May 15th.
What's more important? Say dumb, but
This music shit is number one, dog. Fuck them kids. Nah. I love my babies. I'm really trying to. May is always a hellish month for us, so
Yeah.
I'm really trying to. My daughter just told me today what she wants to do for her birthday party. She wants to have a painting party. So I got to go out. I got to find a venue space where I can do a painting party for little girls. And then my son wants to do it at Sky Zone. And so I need to figure out a day that works for that. So I'm really trying to, now that I know what they want to do, because I just found out today, I should be able to let you know by at least tomorrow.
okay.
But I would love to. I would love to try to come and earn another $300.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But yeah, man, I got a show this Friday out in Reading as well.
Oh, nice.
A nice little 15-minute set. If you're not doing shit, pop out, man.
Where at?
It's called Primo's Bar and Grill in Reading.
Oh, I performed there. It's nice.
Word? Yeah. It did look like a nice club. I'm collaborating with a Friends Collective. They're throwing the event and they asked me to come out and perform and shit. So I was
It's
like,
nice. It's really intimate. Like you're with the crowd.
do they have a stage?
Yeah, I think so. Like little
Platform. I'm
little
okay with
platform.
that.
It's really nice. Everyone's kind of like right up in your face, in like it's very just
Intimate.
chill, intimate vibe. Yeah.
I liked I only seen it through a video. I'm supposed to go up there on Thursday, and I think I'm gonna stop by and check out the venue space and get a feel for the space. But I'm really excited about it. It's gonna be my first time on stage since the last event out in
Pottstown?
at the cinema, out in Pottstown.
Oh, wait. The Cole's one or my one?
Cole's
Okay,
event.
yeah, that's in Oaks. Yeah.
Oaks. So it's been a little bit. I took that. That was a tough one for me, man.
Bro,
There was
I felt bad for that one boy. I could tell he was young, but like it was him, and I can't think of his name. And I'm sorry, I can't think of your name, dude. But that was the first time I met him. But it was him and the other boy that came off all confident. He's like, "This is my first show ever." After he performed,
I'm trying to think.
he was a bigger, taller dude, little thick.
Little heavy set.
Yeah,
dude.
heavy
Yeah,
set,
yeah. Him and the kid he pulled up with, the
kid
black
he pulled
kid.
up with, he was nice.
They were. I thought
They
they
were
were
both nice.
Yeah, I thought they were both. There was a
But
lot of talent there.
disappointment in the smaller dude when like he didn't hit. He's like he was literally like, you said you thought I was good, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, why didn't I win? I was like, bro,
Keep
going, bro. You're
Yes,
killing
yes,
it. Like,
yes.
I love that energy too. That you're this upset about it. Keep grinding, bro.
As
like,
artists, it's very hard to hear that people don't appreciate the music how we feel about it.
right? Yeah,
And it's a tough pill to swallow. Like even for me, it was a.
it's a good ego hit because
It is.
because you need to humble yourself, and if you can't, you need to be humbled sometimes.
Yes.
In every aspect of life, but especially if it's like your passion, because like we can really go on a trip. Like when we produce a song that we're like in love with, we're like, yo, you gotta hear this.
Y'all niggas are gonna fuck with this shit. Then it don't ring off the way you thought.
And you're like, bro, I noticed your head wasn't nodding.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know?
Are you not feeling this right now? Are you not entertained? That was even for me on that night. It was a very big ego check. Like I walked in there feeling like a superstar, and there was a lot of very talented artists. Especially a lot of them I didn't know who they were, and
There was like that was their first show, like because me and Cole host these back to back. You know, like he'll be the main host of one, I'll be the main host of the other.
Now, let the people know what we're talking about a little bit. I want to provide a little bit of backstory and context, especially because you have an event coming up, and
Okay.
this video will be out by then.
Oh,
So
awesome. So yeah, I host me and Cole Parkinson, CP Time Music.
shout out.
We host competition series and sometimes just showcases too, of just local artists, talent. We try to reach to new places all the time. Like that one in Oaks, all those new artists were like mainly like Norristown.
Yeah,
And I didn't know any of them. I know a lot of people in Norristown. I didn't know any of those guys. It was 8 new artists, I think,
yeah.
that we never worked with before. It
I mean,
was really
there was
cool.
there was only one familiar face that performed that night, and it was Jimmy Too Fresh.
Yeah,
And,
he's gonna be on the May 8th show too. Shout out Jimmy.
Shout out Jimmy, man. Shout out Jimmy. But yeah, there was a lot of fresh faces for me. When I walked in, I started talking with why am I blanking right now? James Earl. I was chopping it up with James Earl. Shout out to James Earl.
Nasty,
And
nasty
yeah, very
rapper, bro.
very talented dude, very down to earth gentleman as well. And he was like, "Yo, there's a lot of competition here tonight." He said, "But the one main dude you're gonna have to worry about is him." And he pointed out the dude who ended up winning.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was like, "Yo, E, he was like, we went to college together. He's super talented." He was like, "I honestly think y'all should collaborate." And he kind of gave me the scoop, but when I heard him perform, I was like, this dude is fucking legit, dog.
Yeah, bro.
And I wasn't like, it's not an intimidation, but like I was in awe that like, it's very rare that I go to places and I find people that's on my level.
I
And
agree with you.
Where like they have performance, they have stage presence, they have their lyrics together, they can perform live, like not with no backtrack, they can do that. Like there's very few people that I meet at this point in my life that can do all those things. He had every one of them.
Yeah, bro.
And I was like, and he didn't miss a beat. And I was like,
Dude,
yeah.
his confidence without the backtrack was
ill.
phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was ill. And I was like,
it's
and-
hard being a tall dude too sometimes. Like I'm not a super tall dude. That guy's tall as hell, bro. Everyone's always like sees him in any room.
Frostbite,
You know what I'm saying?
Frostbite. That's his name.
Yeah,
Frostbite. Check him
Shout
out.
out Frostbite.
Yeah,
He's
it's with a
nasty.
Y. It's not with an I. Frostbite with a Y. But dude's very very talented. Even even the artist that came out from it wasn't Norristown.
That was a great recall,
But it was
by
like-
the way. Getting his name, I
Yeah.
would never have guessed.
I've been talking with a lot of these artists from that night because there was a couple of them I actually want to collaborate with. Frostbite is one of them.
Yeah.
The one who plays second as well is some with an L. I'm blanking right now. Lorray or something like that.
I'm not sure.
But he showed up with like that rap, but it was like kind of rock sound.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, he was dope. I can't think of his name though.
and
I'm horrible with names, by the way.
mean-
I am.
Me too.
Ugh.
There's a method to it. We have to stop saying we're bad with names.
Oh,
There's a-
because then it convinces the subconscious.
Exactly. And then it gives us an excuse to not remember people's names. The
You're right.
trick
I'm
to
great
remem-
with names.
I'm
I don't
great?
know.
Yeah, you got
I don't know what you're talking about.
you gotta basically fake it till you make it. Like, they always say if you want to remember a name, attach it to something.
I remember growing up, like I always heard like that, like kind of like white girl, like I'm gonna manifest this in my life, and I was like, yo, no, but it's real, bro. Like when you can,
manifestation?
when you can remove it from like that, like negative connotation of it,
Yeah.
it is real. Like you don't understand how negative, like even if you're like you have like a self-deprecating sense of humor, which I do sometimes, you don't realize, but that sticks with you.
For sure.
Like it actually changes your subconscious and the way you feel about yourself, and that changes your energy and what you put out. And positive energy attracts positive energy. Same with negative. So
Facts. It's an energy exchange, and I'm a big believer in like manifestation. I believe in the power of manifestation. Like if you
Yeah.
truly focus on something and you want it, and you can see it in your mind's eye, then you can make it happen. Of course, there's work that has to be done in between there,
Yeah.
but like realizing that you're even capable of having these things in your life is probably the biggest step you can take. Because
Yeah,
a lot of people don't
100%.
feel like they're worthy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And the power of positivity is definitely real. And I know that when I walk into certain spaces and I can look around and I'm just like, all right, you standoffish. You look like you really don't want to be here. And I like, all right, I'm staying clear, you guys.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. I came in here with a good mood today.
Yeah, it's like being that kid at the high school party and you're like awkward walking in there. Everybody feels your energy when you just walked in. And like back then, you don't even realize it. But like you set yourself up for failure by walking in scared. Like,
Own it.
yeah, own
Own
it.
it.
Always.
Own it. Have you always had confidence? Or was that something that you learned along the way?
I've always been, I've been confident in different crowds, but then like eventually I learned to just all the time. I'm always me. It doesn't matter who I'm around. I don't switch up for anybody. I really don't get nervous unless it's around girls.
I love the way you said that. That's understandable though, because you don't know how they're gonna read us. Like, you know, they don't know how. You don't know what's gonna be a off-putting to them and things like that. So you kind of got to be wary in that realm. Confidence is a big one though. Like confidence for me, I didn't honestly. I don't think I started getting like confidence. I think I've always been a confident person, but like as an artist, I haven't always been confident.
I actually agree with you there. Like, because like as a person, like I've always just been kind of like outgoing and confident. But in different rooms, like at first, like I brought up that example of like the high school kid going to a party for the first time, nervous. Like that was me at first. You know?
Scared shitless.
Yeah. I'm like, I hope I know someone here. Like, I hope someone wants to hang out with me here. But
That's real though. When you walk into unfamiliar spaces, even today I do that where it's like, all right, who do I know in here? Where I can
Right.
kind of
You,
start
like,
to
set
feel
the
my way.
baseline and then-
and then I
yeah.
can go from there. Because a lot of the time too, depending on who you know, they're gonna attach you. They're gonna put you on to other people as well. Just like I said, you know, I
Right.
walked in there, chopped it up with James Earl. He put me on a frostbite, you know, and the night went from there.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I really I think what I love the most about being an artist is it gives me the opportunity to continue to connect with people.
yeah, for sure. And you get better at it the more you do it.
The more you do,
know?
exactly.
Just my communication skills undoubtedly have increased leaps and bounds since I've been like doing shows and like we've been doing shows now forever, you know. Like it's just a part of our lives now.
Why'd you start putting on your own shows?
Really? Cause when so like when I started doing music for real, it was hard to get a show. I didn't know anything about it. And I was just like, yo, like,
Did Pottstown
Yeah.
have the music scene it has now?
no.
No, so there's probably not even a lot of artists out there
Yeah, yeah.
that make your type of music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So it was really a like I felt like it was like out of need more than I mean, I wanted to do it too, but like it was a need that like not just for me, but like cuz I knew how hard it was to get a show and it was like especially like we're talking 10 years ago. You had to go through like Afton or like do you ever use any of those where it's like they're like pay to play bringer shows where it's like you pay $200 up front, sell these 10 tickets for $20, but the show's in New York. So like
Oh,
nobody
shit.
knows your music yet.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever heard of you. Sell these tickets and get these people to come to New York. So like you're always just paying to play.
Yeah.
But like everyone, it's a great program if you have a following already. But
Yeah.
like when you don't know where to, if you can't get your foot in the door and you don't know what door to put your foot in, you know, it's
You could just be dishing out money
yeah,
and not really reaping the benefits of it.
yeah.
Because
and
yeah.
I did that for a minute. I dropped a lot of money on those shows back then, and I was like, that's just
It's kind of
It's-
a little crazy.
yeah, it's not. You can't sustain that long term, you know.
I think that's probably the one thing we have to talk about as artists a little bit more is the fact that like if you do, I think it's any art. I think it's any art form that you do, but I'll speak music because that's what we do.
Yeah,
Like if you're gonna do it, it can't be your hobby because it does take a lot of time, money, and effort
Yeah.
to make the waves. And to get yourself in the presence of certain people that are going to be even willing to listen to your music past that performance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I love the fact that you said like, yo, we didn't have no real opportunities other than going online dishing out money. So fuck it, we'll create this space.
Yeah.
That's fire, bro. That's fire.
Thank
yo. You get some air horns for that, man, for real.
Thank you, man.
Cause I'm pretty sure that was scary too.
Oh yeah, dude. The nerves on the first time I'm hosting a show, and they're like, so like you gotta figure like, I want this to be good for the artists. Also, I want this venue to like me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're already. I get there. They told me we stopped doing hip hop because the last time we had a hip hop show here, there was a fight and somebody pulled out a gun. So they're like,
Yeah, I gotta
we
stop
trust
that.
you.
Yeah, I gotta stop that.
Yeah. And they're like, we trust you for this to be good. And I'm like, all this pressure is on my shoulders.
He says, shit, I gotta make up for the sins of the past guy.
Right. The doors opened at 7. 6 artists aren't there yet. I'm like, it's 7:30. The show starts at 8, and I'm still missing 4 artists. One just called me and said, hey, my ride canceled. I'm like, oh my God.
Holy smokes.
I'm like, no, what is going on, you know? And then it's funny because it's just, you got to dive into uncomfortability in life. I really believe being uncomfortable, it's kind of, it doesn't seem like it makes sense, but it completely makes sense. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable because growth comes from putting yourself in uncomfortable situations.
For sure.
I never would have done that show if I wasn't willing to be uncomfortable.
Was it a success or
Yeah.
yeah?
Yeah, it was great.
Wow.
It ended up being fine.
Yeah, man.
Like, you know, in the moment you're freaking out and then you're like, oh, this has to go well. It doesn't look like the crowd's engaged yet. And then I'm like, oh, who do I put on first? Because I don't want them to be mad they went first. You know, you're overthinking everything.
Yeah.
You just want them to have a good time. You know, they paid to be there to make sure that they're, you know, because I charge so that it depends what it is. Like if it's a showcase show, it's less because there's not a cash prize, but it covers the venue and it covers like, if there is a cash prize, it covers that. It also covers because the other prizes are studio time or a free slot in the next show.
Yeah.
So it covers that as well. So I literally just had a guy on Instagram yesterday. I'm still getting a couple more artists to sign up for the show.
Yeah.
This dude from Virginia, which I don't even know why, he just messaged me and he's like, "Hey, you're a culture vulture, and how dare you charge artists for shows?" And I'm like,
I'm paying them too.
yeah, like
I'm paying. Winning the last man standing was the second time I had ever been paid to perform.
really?
And yeah, and that was awesome for me. Like it was such a great feeling to go up there and showcase my art and win something. It's always awesome to get on stage and showcase the art.
Yeah.
To leave with a couple dollars in my pocket was even more awesome.
Oh, yeah,
like,
bro.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so thank you. Fuck that dude.
Yeah, dude, like that's what I'm saying. And he was like, you're literally a demon, and you and your white privilege. And I was like, dude, I just want to thank you so much for reaching out to tell me how evil I am.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Bro,
bro, like, what did I do to you? I
like,
don't even know
how about
you.
How about you go yell at Interscope or Def Jam, bro? They've been fucking over artists for decades. Like, you're not breathing down their necks.
Right. Yeah, like I'm like some big company that's this evil conglomerate that's taken over the music industry.
One artist
at a time.
This is master plan.
You guys starting pots down, and then the world's next.
We're gonna take over $50 at a time. It's like, bro, at the end of the day, man, I really appreciate what you guys do. Because like I said, for me, that was only the second time I've ever gotten paid to perform.
That's awesome, man. I didn't know that. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could be a part of that.
Yeah, that was and you know what's even more awesome? Like, I had my mind set on winning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was like, if I'm gonna go up there, I want to win. But
He manifested that. Quit. He manifested it.
who JC on? But I'm like, I want to win. But I did a prayer before. I was like, if it's not in your will, God, it's okay. Like I'm just happy.
Nice, dude.
I'm just happy to have the opportunity to even go up there and do this. And when it came out that I won, I was like, I really thought OVO Dre had a chance of winning too, which is why I did what I did on that night. Because if it went the other way, I was okay with it. Like I was truly okay with it, and I thought he was deserving of it as well.
He's shout out. Sorry to interrupt you. He's nasty.
Yes.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Dre, dude.
Big shout out to OVO Dre. He's gonna be performing. He's gonna be on my set. We actually linked up about a month after that show.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we
Nice.
linked up. We created a song called "Watching the Watchers." It's about people who watch you from the sideline and act like supporters, but they're really just there to see how you doing things and just keeping tabs on you.
Yeah.
And as artists, I know that a lot. I'll post something on I dropped a new song the other day, and it's doing pretty well. But you wouldn't imagine how many people see the story, and I get 5 hearts on it, but 87 people seen the story. People,
all the time.
people I know personally, people I've been in the studio with that think of me as a good artist, and so I know that motherfuckers are watching,
Yeah.
and I see you guys watching, and I'm okay with you watching. Just understand, like I know.
You just
I know.
grab him by the neck and hold the phone up. What's this about?
What's this about, mother? Now, you know what always makes me think is like, if it ever happens for me one day, how am I going to respond to the people that act like they were true supporters?
That is a good thought to,
Because I don't want to be bitter, but I also don't want to act like,
brand new or like give them the opportunity to try to claim that's you.
yeah. Like I don't want people to be like, oh, I knew him my whole life. Like, no, the fuck you don't, bro.
Yeah.
You don't. Like you sat on the sideline and you watched. Like when I had a show in Reading or in Pottstown or New York, where did you pull up? Did you come out and watch me perform for 20 minutes? No. Like 20 minutes on stage is a lot of fucking work.
You could kill him with kindness to just be like, oh yeah, you remember when we were at the New York show? Oh, you didn't make that one.
Oh.
Oh, how about the you remember the Oaks? Oh wait, you weren't there.
You didn't go that one either?
How about my pocket? You didn't see that.
Damn, man.
Just
Yeah, we did we were in Miss Cunningham's class together there. Yeah.
You remember 3rd grade, bro?
Yeah. And I know I just know that there's gonna be people like that. And I'm hoping
for sure.
I'm hoping that like my heart is soft enough in that moment to not be like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you,
Yeah. Pull like a Conor McGregor. I'd like to apologize to absolutely nobody.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I want to talk about something that you put on your questionnaire about tragedies. I was having a conversation with a couple of my friends yesterday, and we were talking about that. Like a lot of people that we grew up with didn't make it to this age.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's a tough one, man. I know for me, I lost 2 childhood friends. One of them was my best friend.
Yeah.
I lost both I got no grandparents.
Oh wow.
I got no grandparents anymore. Like all my grandparents that moved on, and so like, I don't think nobody ever truly prepares people for people leaving.
No.
Do you think there's a way to to prepare people for the inevitable?
I don't think there's a way to prepare, but I think there's a way to deal with it, Like, and I'd say that's, accept the grief, accept you're going to, especially if you're very close, you're going to cry. You're going to be, you're going to have very strong emotions for a long time. But that's a blessing because that person was that important to you and touched your life in such a way that you're having this visceral reaction about them leaving.
Right.
So it's a blessing that you have these memories with this person that you love so dearly, you know? So that's how you eventually you don't get over it. You fall into acceptance, I'd say, you know?
I think
Cuz
I think you're right in that aspect.
I have people I miss dearly and they should be here. And you fall into kind of acceptance. Every once in a while I still cry about it, you know? Like I'm my cousin passed and he was my best friend. That's my guy. He did everything with me. We did everything together. And it was rough for like 2 years where it was like dreaming about him all the time. Like
The dreams be
the
crazy.
dreams are crazy. Like, oh my gosh. I had to go into hiding. I never left. Like blah 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 blah. I'll explain it all to you when I get home. And I wake up like,
Bro, you can't tell me I wasn't just there in that moment.
right.
Yeah.
Bro, crazy, crazy, crazy dreams. But yeah, eventually it goes from like, because there was a point where I was like, please, I don't even want to talk about him because it's so upsetting. Like, please don't bring him up. And then I feel guilty for that feeling. Like you trip yourself up over it. To now where it's like, oh my God, I remember that time we did this and this and this, and he said this. It was so funny. Like, and it's all just positive memories now looking back. Like,
Yeah.
every once in a while, I still, it hits me. Like his birthday, it hits me, The anniversary of when he passed hits me. But in general, if I'm thinking about him, it always brings a smile to my face now.
I think like for me it's always like holidays or in moments where like I would reach out to said person
Yeah.
to share something with them
Yeah.
and nobody's answering.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's gonna answer.
Oh, yeah, I still text him.
Word? Does somebody else have the number now?
I hope not, because they've been getting a lot of texts.
It's like, why is this dude texting me still?
I-
I remember when the first time I called my grandmother and like my grandmother's house, and she, damn, the number was 798-7422, and I remember the first time I called it, and her answering machine wasn't there anymore, and somebody else answered, and I was like, shit.
yeah, that's...
Cause you lose like you keep the memories, but you sometimes you lose what they look like. Sometimes you lose what they sound like, and you try to hold on to those moments as long as you possibly can. But life, I think that's the hardest part about life is like this shit don't stop.
Right.
It don't stop. You just keeps on rolling, and you kind of ain't got no choice but to go with it.
Yeah, for real. And it's okay to have those moments of weakness too, where you're like, I'm just overwhelmed right now. You're going to get overwhelmed, and that's okay. That's fine. Life is not easy for anybody.
Yeah.
If you say it is, you're lying. You might have got yourself to where you think it is, but the fact of the matter is something's going to be too much for you at some point.
For sure. Does music play a role in like your healing?
100%.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any songs that like you listen back to, maybe even like at this moment in time where it's like, man, I laid so much of myself into this record here. You have a song like that?
I have a couple. Depends on the feeling, because there's different feelings for different. Like I have like a.
It doesn't necessarily have to be tragedy, but like one that you're really giving people a piece of yourself in that music. Like you have you got a song that comes to mind. For me, it's my intro to this podcast, man. That song is called Here and Now, and it's a song I've written when I was 25 years old.
Yeah.
And it's about how I'm ever changing, and people act like they know me, but really the version of me that they know is an old version of Erik, because I'm going through changes right here and now, and I'm realizing that I'm changing in real time, but I also see the changes in through the life of my children, and
That's dope.
life is coming at me really, really fast. And the only way to kind of grasp the fact that life is not slowing down is to immortalize moments in pictures.
Bro, I want to quit music now. How dare you write such a beautiful thing?
Yeah. And
That's awesome though. I'm like, I know I was kidding around, but that's seriously, that's dope. I already like the vibe of it, but now that I know the theme, like, let's go.
Yeah. But that was a song that like I don't even know where it came from. It was just something that like it was so at that moment that
You're just tapped into the
I
ether,
was,
bro.
yeah. Where you just get in the zone and
Those
you
are
just
the best songs when it's just like, boom, I'm
where
there.
did that come from?
100%, bro. But you made me think about it, and I'd say like I have a song that actually I struck it from the album. I don't know if I'm ever gonna release it, but that's my like it's a love song that's like kind of like a tragedy, and I performed it one time live, and I don't think I'll ever do it again.
Where it was like tough.
It was tough, yeah,
I have songs like that.
and I don't know. It's just one of those
Nobody wants
ones,
to cry
you know?
on stage.
I know, dog.
But wait, why not release it?
Cause I'm really, really good at overthinking my music, dude. I'm so good at it. Like if there's a profession that I have, that's it, dude.
Psyching yourself out of
Oh
out
my
of doing the
gosh.
things that you know should be done.
Right, dude.
That's
Sometimes I'll
that's
like
the artist,
spend
that's
too
the
much
artist in
time. Yeah. Yeah, I say that too as an excuse. But
We want it to be perfect.
yes, that's my problem. I'm such a perfectionist, and I edit and produce my own music. So
You do a damn good job.
thank you, man.
Yes, yes.
Dude, I needed that. Could you say that again? Say no, please.
You do a damn good job. Honestly, like I see Cole does the same thing.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time hearing his music, I'm like, this sounds really, really professional. I wonder where he records. And then
He
just
records
recently,
at home, but he sends out to Rotation Records.
okay.
And shout out Prince Alexander. His records have he worked with a guy before Prince. I can't remember who it was that was finishing his music, but the quality that Prince Alexander has is like second to none. He's great. He's better than me with my own, you know.
It sounds really clean, both of you guys' music. And I'm always wondering that, like, who engineers the project? Because you can hear as an artist, because I do the same thing. I engineer my own music. I record myself for the most part. And there's a select few producers I work with, but that's about it. I can always hear when somebody doesn't have somebody in their corner that knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
And even if it's a good song, you can
it could ruin a record.
Damn, man, like this could be a really good song.
But that it was just your levels, or it could be
Drowning,
one of a million things.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're drowning. The beat's too loud. It's distorted. Whatever. And it's like, yo, damn, man, like this is great, but you gotta fix this.
Yeah.
Yeah, sound is everything as an artist.
It really is, man. If you're not one of those guys that like can perform live, you know, that's your whole mouthpiece. So that if that record isn't recorded right, like that could like throw off the message completely.
That's always one thing. Like, that's why I don't mind performing like live.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes I'm not done with the record yet. It's not where the perfection. It's not where I want it to be. So I can go out there and perform it live, but like,
yeah, it's not ready to be released.
It's not ready to be released yet, you know. And a lot of time too, I'll also perform songs before they come out to gauge how people respond to it. If I notice more men are bobbing to it than women, or more women than men, I know like when I actually do drop this song, who I'm marketing it for, like who gravitates to it more. And it's
That's really smart.
Yeah, it's a good like telltale and things like that.
Excuse me.
You know what I love about when I watch you perform? You have a crazy amount of fun. Like
I
you're up there,
love it, bro.
like the song is starting, you're up there cracking jokes still, and then like the song starts, and then you take up all the space on the stage. You in the middle of the song while the hook is playing, you're setting up the saxophone. You set the mic up with it. You play the saxophone. You swing the saxophone. You start going back to the lyrics. I'm like, yo, this is legit like craftsmanship.
Thank
Like-
you, man. I really appreciate that. I love performing.
Performance is a lot of fun.
It's like it's half of the fun. Like I fell in love with editing my own music.
Really?
I always loved writing music and performing. Those are number one, you know. But the editing process can now be fun. It can also be so frustrating
And draining.
I don't get frustrated on stage. I don't get frustrated writing. Like I'll get like writer's block sometimes, but I never get frustrated from it. But editing and mixing, bro, I will like.
You got that.
Like I gotta walk away.
Yeah, you
like,
got
every
that
once in a while,
image or that sound in your
you
head.
just can't get
you
it there.
can't get it
Oh.
how you imagine it.
And you don't want to send it out at that point because you already put like 3 hours into this thing, and you're like,
I gotta get this.
and that was just 3 hours today. I put 6 hours in it yesterday, and you're like, there's no. I'm not just starting over and sending it out.
Yeah.
No.
I'm scapegoating myself in that
Right.
instance. How do you prepare? How do you prepare for shows? Like, I know a lot of different artists. They have different processes. I perform everywhere I go. Not perform, but like I'm practicing constantly, like to make sure that when I step on stage, there's no difference from me rapping in the car to me stepping on stage. You know, how's it for you?
I was gonna say when I put my music out, when I drop anything, I always do the car check, and then
So important.
it's so important. You got to do the car check. If it doesn't sound good in the car, you don't want
It's not
it.
done. Yeah, it's not done.
It's not done. Yeah. So I do that, and then where I go, because like you're hype on yourself for a little bit. That's an ego we were talking about earlier. So you're like really hype on yourself. You're listening to the song over and over again. Then you know the new song. But as far as like, my latest tracks have all been. Hold on.
You want higher?
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm about to sit up. I'm old. Did you hear that old man say? Sit up.
I heard the grunt. I was gonna let you rock. You bought it. You got to tighten it.
Oh,
tighten
my
it.
bad.
Tighten it. Tighten it. Ah, there you go. You should be all right.
All right,
Yeah,
well-
you can tilt it. There you go.
I lost my train of thought because my old man grunt.
I lost it as well.
What were you saying?
Preparation.
Preparation. Okay.
yes.
So yeah, I've been singing a lot more than rapping. Especially this new album is it's really like my debut album. I had a whole album before I scrapped like that whole thing.
Really?
Because I was like I wasn't good enough back then. Looking back, and you know that's a lot of people are like you shouldn't scrap it. It's part of your music
process,
history.
yes.
It's the process. I'm like, yeah, but you know, my process is real ugly, so you know. But so anyway, that's a debate for another time. But my latest thing, because I'm singing so much, I have to warm up my vocals before a show now. Like I can't get away with just like, oh, I'm ready to rock.
Freestyle this bitch.
Yeah, I can't not warm up my vocals, or else like I've had a show where like my throat was just dried out, and I'm trying to hit these notes, and I'm like, I squeaked, and I'm like, never again.
Yeah.
And it's not about like embarrassment. It's about I'm here to put on a show for people that paid to be here. I owe them the best I can do, and if I don't bring the best I can do, I did everybody. My bad, a disservice. My fault.
Nah, I definitely understand that. Especially when you take into account like the first thing we talked about, which was shit is expensive.
Yeah.
People, people are spending their hard-earned money to drive, to get prettied up,
Yeah.
to get in, and you want to make an impression. You want to make them feel like they got their $15, $20 worth of performance, you know, especially when you're gracing the stage.
Yeah.
Would I drink? I'm not sure if you ever noticed. I always perform sober, so that way I never have an excuse of why I had a bad performance.
That's awesome.
And then two, I always walk in there with like a teacup. I'm not sure if you ever noticed. Like sometimes it's a
Really?
Wawa tea. Always. I be in there with my pink coffee cup. I be in a club with a pink coffee cup, sipping tea the whole time. Like just
That's
the
his aura, bro.
yeah. I don't care, bro. I
No,
do not give a
that's
fuck.
dope. That's like
Yeah.
Sia with the hair, like yeah,
And then I throw the shades on.
Erik with the cup.
Yeah, and then the persona. Then I have to transform the persona. But I walk in.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
you were talking about me on stage, bro. You are just a vibe up there. You're swagged out. Everyone's
you.
like, it's like a trance, bro. You're a magician on stage.
You know, it's funny. I'm constantly thinking, what am I doing with my hands? Like
It works,
you like, or
bro. That one video edit I did, of I think the last show. It was like the perfect timing with the song I had in the background of you just doing something with your hand that just matched the beat. It was like something's going down and you were like, or something's going on. I forget.
Yeah.
But it was just like perfect what you did. I was like, oh yeah, this goes right here.
my sister told me that once. She's like, I love watching you perform. Like you have like your own swag up there. And me, I'll be honest, I feel stiff a lot of the time. Like I know how to move around the stage. I'm really comfortable on stage, but it's like do I bob? Like, and so I try not to think about how I look too much.
Yeah. Well, you're a natural.
Okay.
You really are a natural. And I think it shows. It shows for sure. But I think
Thank
you
you.
not thinking about it is what makes it so smooth. Especially, you're really good. Like with a slow jam, you're vibing, bro. You are a vibe up there.
Thank you.
I'm telling
Thank
you, bro.
Performing for me, I like realistically, I've been performing since I was 8. Like I did my first play at 8 and I had a singing role in the Music Man play.
No way. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
And then at 10, I did a talent show where I sang a song by Lil Corey. It was a snippet. It was like 90 seconds long, but I got a standing ovation. And then when I was 16, I had gotten pulled up at a Hobson concert to rap on stage. And I rapped in front of like 300 people and people were going nuts. And like, so those 3 instances, like in my youth was like, I love to do this.
Can we talk about that you've never brought up to me before?
What?
You rapped at a Hobson concert,
yeah,
bro?
Yeah.
What?
He was like, I need 2 people to come up here. You're gonna get a free T-shirt. You're gonna get a free T-shirt for the best artist. Now you pulled up 3 people, and my friend, and this is where like the confidence wasn't there. I was rapping for about a year at this point, but I thought I was good.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if I was good, and so
I know what you mean.
I wasn't very confident. And my friend Darren, he's a very big supporter of mine. Big shout out to my best friend Darren, and he's jumping in the crowd. He's right here. He's right. I'm like, yo, bro, chill. He was like, Hobson was like, you in the Nike shirt. Because we went and matching Nike tees that he got us both for Christmas. So he pulls me up on stage and I'm standing up there. He pulls out 2 more kids. And the entire time he's announcing the rules for like this little competition we're about to have in the middle of his show. And he's like, whoever wins is going to get a free Hobson t-shirt and an interview or something like that after the show.
Yeah.
It's the entire time I'm sweating my fucking ass off there, bro. I got swamp ass. My hands are clammy, all of it. And I'm like,
I can imagine,
I'm
bro,
panicking, right? There's 300 people in Croc Rock. And I'm like, what am I gonna rap? What am I gonna rap? I don't even know what beat he's gonna throw on. So
Right.
I picked out a rap that I had written that I thought was really good. And I'm rapping. And there's a video on it on YouTube. I can
Really?
post. Yeah, I'll tag it
Oh,
onto
dude,
this.
you gotta show me.
And like I was just rapping so motherfucking hard, just like, and the crowd was going crazy. I ended up not winning the t-shirt in the interview. Some other kid won because he had one line that just went nuts. It was something about like corn on the cob. He said he rhymed something with corn on the cob, and everybody was like, ah. So that one line went up. And he ended up winning the t-shirt in the interview. But it was a great experience for me. I was like, yo, I love the way this fucking felt.
Right.
Like I can do this every day of my life. Like if I truly wanted to. Like, and that kind of set me off to like, I wanna perform. And yeah.
It's
Off to the
it's-
races.
I'm really happy for you. That's
Thank you.
amazing. I'm just imagining. Imagine if it went bad.
Yeah, right.
You're like, I'm done. I'm never doing this.
Go
Music's
go
not for me.
Eminem on the mic. He's choking, like one of those things. And honestly, that's probably my biggest fear is like getting up on stage and just not being able, like the words just won't come out. Choking now, like one of those. Like, but I prepare a lot. Like I prepare a lot.
Yeah.
I rehearse the way I'm gonna. It's funny too. I was talking with one of my friends named Abu, and we were talking about. He came to my one show that I did at Arts Quest. And he got there a little late, so he only seen the last 2 songs of my set. He was like, "Erik, you look really good on stage." I was like, "Thank you." And a couple weeks later, we were talking. He was like, he asked me, "How do you prepare?" I was like, and I let him know my process. Like at the time, I was outside of my house. I love to practice outdoors. It doesn't matter if it's cold.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I started it like 2 years ago, and I fell in love with practicing outside.
Where you put your beat on and just
Yeah, I take my little speaker outside, and this is where I created an entire project called Outside Creations, and I named it Outside Creations because the entire project was made outside.
That's sick.
Yeah, in front of my house. So, but I just fell in love with just being outdoors in nature. Sometimes I'm out there barefoot like a fucking African. It's just rapping, freestyling, coming up with ideas and stuff like that.
Well, that's something Africans and Southern whites have in common.
Yeah, more people should be barefoot.
I agree.
Do you like barefoot?
Yeah,
You go
I mean,
barefoot?
I grew up camping and stuff, and I was always in nature.
It's
I've
underrated.
really like been removed from nature, and like not on purpose. Like you don't think about it, because like my day to day doesn't require that.
Yeah.
you know, and nobody I know wants to go camping anymore. So like I go out of my way to do stuff. We'll go camping, bro.
I was gonna say in November I run a men's group, and
You do?
Yeah, I have my own men's group. I've been doing it almost 2 years now.
Bro, I'm finding out all this stuff about you today. Like, what is going on? It's like, also, I'm mayor of the city, so...
Oh, we're not gonna go there. It's funny that you mentioned that. I ran for city council back in 2020.
Did you?
Yeah. Okay, so I ran for city council in 2020. I did not win. I lost by like 180 some votes, but somebody I ran with ended up getting elected. But I was like, the next time, if I get back into politics, the next time I am gonna run for mayor. Right now, we're about to have midterms here in Allentown.
Really?
Yeah, and somebody that is on city council is running for the senator seat available. And
Bro, I'll move here just to vote for you, bro.
Michael Frassetto.
Yeah?
Yeah, Michael Frassetto was my campaign manager.
Really?
Yes, he was my campaign manager.
Dude, shout out Michael, man.
Yeah.
He's always been a cool dude.
Yeah, man, he does a lot of different things. Big shout out to Mike. And he texted me yesterday. I didn't answer him yet, even to this moment. So I'm telling you, but I didn't even tell him. He's like, "Hey, if CC wins, when CC wins, will you fill her seat on city council?" And part of me wants to get back into politics because I think we need representation.
Yeah.
Because we got a bunch of fuck niggas in politics right now on
Yeah.
pretty much every level.
Not
But,
barefoot.
Yeah, not
motherfuckers.
barefoot, not God-fearing people, just fucking weirdos.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Just power grabs and money.
and money-hungry people.
Money hungry, yeah.
And people need a voice.
It's unfortunate.
But I'll be honest, man, it's really hard to go out and cape for people that don't really care.
But
most people don't care.
You could help be the change that makes them care again. Like, that's how you got to look at if you really want to do it, you know?
Yeah.
Because, like, how did they end up not caring in the first place?
I think a lot of factors. I think life moves so fucking fast that we don't have the ability to care.
I agree with that naturally, but I also think that's by design. By like the harder you can make your people's lives like through politics, the less likely they're gonna have time to pay attention to what kind of fuck shit you're doing.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
So I think there is an element of it that is by design. I think the better you make people's lives, the more they can chill, the more they can pay attention to other things, you know?
Is that like a goal of yours to improve people's lives through your creative outlets?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I love helping people.
Why you be saying that bullshit? I was busy running the world. Bro, that's my shit. I be in the car like
Just the claps.
Yeah. I be on that shit. You and CP got a couple songs I rock with. Like when they go up, I be up there, bro. I be singing them bitches, all of them shits. It's a joy. It's a joy to watch what you do. But back to the question I just asked you, as far as like, what do you hope people take away from when they come out and they see you in your element?
Uh, my whole thing is just, did you have a good time? Did you have the best time you could have had with me? Did I facilitate a worthy night out for you? If I did that, I achieved my goal.
That's a great perspective to have, because if you do everything you can to make sure somebody has a good time, they're gonna be more willing to come out again.
Yeah, like, but that's how, like, kind of I just treat interactions with people. I really got out of, like, what will this do for me? Like, growing up, you kind of, like, every interaction, every exchange is kind of a, like, you know, popularity in school. Like, oh, if I'm friends with this person, I'm cool with this person, it'll make me more, like, cool. And I thought that was just so gross to think like that. So I really got to, like, so with my performances, with just the smallest interaction, like when I just bought this Gatorade over there. I just wanted to make sure that the lady behind the counter was, like, felt safe and that I was a nice person. It was about her.
Yeah.
Even though it was for me to just get a Gatorade, that's where my mind goes now. For whatever reason, it just flipped, and I'm very happy it did, where it's like, I don't ever want to come across like that I'm trying to get something from somebody. I just want to give. And I think that's the biggest part of giving. It starts with your interaction and your intention. And your intentions are more clear than you realize. Like, people think that they can hide their intentions, but it's so easy to see when somebody's just like, oh yeah, yo, what's up? Like, I want to hang out, but they really just want something from you.
From
You know?
Yeah.
It's so easy to see that. It is gross, and I don't ever want to be gross.
Have you always been that way? Like, as far as like you what you said, like I want our interactions to leave a positive imprint on you, and to know that, like,
I really grew into it.
yeah, those positive interactions that you have with people.
Yeah. So, like, you know, you learn. I think the best thing you can do in life is learn to be you authentically, and part of that is making, you know, big mistakes, or what you perceive as, like, big mistakes. For me, a big mistake was, like, when I was younger, like way younger. It was always like, oh, like, what will this do for me? Who is that? You know, how can I get a leg up with this person? Or, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
like, what's in it for me?
what exactly? And I just realized, like, that's a really gross way to be. And I think it's off-putting, whether people realize you're doing it or not. Most likely they realize that's how you are, if you're like that.
Yeah.
And I never wanted to be that. It just made me feel, like, ugly on the inside. And I was like, yeah, no.
I resonate with that, man. I do. I feel like, I was telling my wife yesterday, I was like, overall, I feel like a sad person a lot of the time. And, like, I think that's why I work so hard in a lot of the spaces that I create, to make people feel seen and give people just spaces and communities to be part of, is because, like, it's very easy to feel like the outcast.
Yeah.
I think we have a great job of making people feel like outcasts. I think we do a great job as to not be very welcoming, and to keep people at arm's distance. And, like, that's where, like,
I struggle with that for sure.
and that's where, like, a lot this show came from, was because, like, I thought that the easiest way that people can connect is through having conversations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Getting to know each other a little bit more intimate than maybe we give ourselves the opportunity to.
Yeah. I mean, dude, I admire that you were just so easily like, I'm a sad person a lot of time. I know a lot of people that would have, including myself, so much trouble just openly admitting that, you know? Like I think that's really big.
I do tons of like inner work, bro. Like tons of inner work.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I mean, I can say the same thing to you though. I'm sitting here and I'm listening to you speak, and you and I sound a lot alike. Like when you're talking about that little interaction. For her, you're just another customer coming in here to buy a drink, and then you're on your way. She'll probably never see you again. But you're cognitive and you're so present that you want this interaction to maybe be a positive one in her day. Like
Yeah.
if she goes home and somebody says, how was your day? I'm like, my day was shitty, but I did have a nice guy come in. He was really pleasant to me. All he did was buy a Gatorade and kept it moving. Like,
Yeah.
but we don't know.
She didn't notice me steal the money out of the register.
we just don't know how our interactions are, how people perceive our interactions, or how
Yeah.
they're going to impact others. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I resonate with you on a different level. I realized that after like the second time we met. I was like, I really like this dude.
you gotta like I heard you mention like the ego often, and
Yeah.
it sounds like you've had a couple times in your life where like the ego got checked,
Yeah.
and then you're like, all right, I can't be this way.
Yeah, 100%. And
It's humbling.
oh yeah.
It's
Well,
humbling.
some of it I was just being. There was a time in my life, so like in college, especially. College was transformative for me.
Mm-hmm.
It made me really lock in with music, and it made me realize that I probably wasn't as good of a person
as you probably
as
could
I
be.
could be, for sure. I was a little shithead. I was not cool.
To be fair,
I thought I was cool, and I was not cool. So all you college dudes that probably don't like me, I'm way different now, and I apologize for me back then.
yeah. So cut them some
Not
slack.
that they'll see this, but
Cut them some slack. That's growth. That's progress.
yeah, yeah, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like the greatest gift in life is to learn how to be authentically yourself, and because if you just go around with this like, well, it's everyone else's fault, not mine.
You're gonna have a shit
Man,
life.
you're gonna have a sad, sad life. And back to what you're saying about like you feel like you're a sad person sometimes. I feel like that too, but I realize that this actually coincides with like the whole idea of making other people happy or giving them a good experience rather than what I want from them. Because I don't think you can give yourself temporary joys
Yeah.
with like purchases and items. But real happiness, I think, comes from positive experiences with other people, and making other people happy is true happiness.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. It giving something always feels better. Almost always feels better than receiving something.
For
Like,
sure.
I remember one time I was just going to pick up lunch from Jersey Mike's, and the guy was outside. He's like, would you like to sponsor some book bags for some kids? I'm like, okay, well, who are you guys? And he tells me a little bit about the corporation. Of course, I go online to make sure they're legit and shit.
Yeah.
And I came out and I was like, he was like, it's $10 for each book bag. And I was like, here's $20. And I sponsored 2 book bags for the kids. And I went home. My wife and I, we have a joint account. So I was like, hey, babe, we sponsored 2 kids' book bags today, like full of supplies for their school year. She's like, okay. But for me, it was like, it was cool to share. I'm like, I hope some kids get some school supplies that they need, but I mean, I'm probably never going to know them, probably never going to meet them. But like,
Right.
it did feel good to do in that one moment, And it didn't take much for me. I spent $20 on a lot of different shit, and it's not always good. So, it's taking those moments. I think life is about taking those moments and, like you said, thinking about how can I enrich the lives of others.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you, if you can adopt that way of thinking, you will live a very happy life most of the time. Everybody's gonna have their ups and downs, and a lot more downs than ups. But being present is number one. Thinking about other people above yourself is right up there too. And spend time in person. Put the phone down.
Facts.
That you don't realize that how much you're actually killing your ability to communicate by using that to communicate rather than looking at someone's face.
In
Rather,
dialogue, yep.
dialogue, talking. Oh my gosh. It is you don't even realize it until like, oh, I've been isolated for like 3 months. And sometimes I'll be like that because but I'm in the studio working and I'm sitting there, I'm recording a song, I have like the TV on in the background, I got my cell phone on, and I'm like, there's just too much stimulation. Like, why do I need all these things going on at once for me to accomplish one thing? And I'm like, that's a problem. I think it's a real problem, and like, I don't think anybody thinks about that. But with short-term media, the whole scrolling,
Dopamine spike.
dopamine spike,
Yeah.
spike. Not only is it meant to get you addicted, but I think it's like this is never enough. You know?
I agree.
And it just,
and
how
just
can I stay stimulated?
And just how you said, like, I'll realize, like, I do that same thing where it's like, I'm gonna go fold clothes,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna put the TV on.
Yep.
I'm gonna go put the washer on. I got my phone on my bed. If I might put the TV on mute and put music on, and it's like, I could have been done with these clothes in 30 minutes if I would have just.
Yeah, it took me longer to set everything up.
Just do the fucking clothes, But
Oh, man,
it's
yeah.
like we need that constant stream of activity. I
And
don't
it's
know.
so embedded in society now that that's considered normal.
I think civilization lost something when smartphones became like, and I'm grateful.
I agree.
I'm grateful for the technology that we have because we're more connected than ever. However, we're also more disconnected than ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a process. It's a process that I think we all have to, in those moments when we see it, we have to be like,
You have to own it. It's about, ownership of what you can control and what you can't. And you can control your time more than anybody else can. So
that's facts.
if you spend most of your day with your phone in your face, I'm guilty of it. I know we all are at some points.
Aren't we all?
Yeah. If you're conscious about it, you could cut that down, and that also will help you just be like, wow. I forgot how beautiful everything looks outside. Like, look up one time.
Yeah.
It's really funny because I can't even remember the exact quote, but it's something about like looking up at the stars. Like, that's what made humans inquisitive in the first place and want to be creative and just look like, what is this? What's going on? It's beautiful. There's these stars in the sky, right?
I think we
And cell
have to be
phones,
in awe.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
You're looking down. Mm-hmm. You're doing just the opposite.
You're not even focused on what's right here within
Yeah.
5 to 10 feet.
And if you live in a city, light pollution, you don't see stars
Drowns it.
anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's really wild. I think there is a disconnect with nature that happens when societies get more technologically advanced that I think it really diminishes the creativity and ingenuity of a culture over time. But that's really deep, and we don't have to get into all that.
No, that was beautiful, man. That was very beautifully put. I hope that gives you guys something to ponder on. I do want to say thank you again for coming up.
Yeah, 100%. man.
Being part of the show, man. You're a fucking dope individual for sure.
Thank
Alex,
you,
for
man.
real,
You are
man.
too, dude.
Any final words? Any last shout outs you want to give? Any last notices you want to let to the people know? Let the people know.
My album, LBOE, will be coming out sometime this summer. I don't have a release date yet. And then May 8th, we're at Rivet in Pottstown. All ages. Anybody could come. It's a competition show. We might have my man in the show again.
Yes,
He's won
yes.
it before, but he's invited back.
Hey.
Excellent artist right here.
Thank you.
Great podcast host for
Thank
sure.
you.
Yeah, I love to. I'll do this again with you, man. This is great. I love this.
For anybody that comes up the first time, especially if I enjoy the conversation, I invite them up. So of course you're welcome back, man.
I
And
thank you.
Maybe
I
when
really
you come up,
appreciate that.
I'll have one of the wild card co-hosts be up here too, so we get an added element or something like that.
Let's go. I'm
yeah,
down.
word.
I love a good conversation, bro.
Yeah,
And that's
facts.
what this was today, for sure.
Facts. Yo, man, thank you again. I appreciate you. I appreciate everything you do for the artists in the area. Keep being dope. Keep doing dope shit, man. And yeah, maybe I'll be out there on May 8th to come and perform. So if y'all gonna be around, make sure y'all pop out to Pottstown at the very least. Even if I'm not there, come and support this man and the artists that are in there, because he is doing a lot of dope things for artists that don't have the platform. And he's creating the platform, and he's giving them an opportunity to be paid for their artistry and their craft. So make sure that we supporting people that are going out there and doing things on their own volition, creating the spaces, and putting positivity into the world, man. Axe, thank you again. And
Thank you, brother.
make sure y'all shoot for the moon. And if you miss, you're still amongst the stars. Peace.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been on my grind just to live it out. Say what's on your mind just to hear it loud. Everybody knows me, really that's the old me. Going through some changes right here and now. I've been on my grind just to live it out. Say what's on your mind just to hear it loud. Everybody knows me, really that's the old me. Going through some changes right here and now. I've been on my grind just to live it out. Say what's on your mind just to hear it loud. Everybody knows me, really that's the old me.